in that. I promised him that I would give him all the glory if he would heal me. I guess I had talked pretty loud about what God had done for me. Then I began to receive hundreds of letters from people who have testimonial cancer and asked for prayer. I tried to be faithful in remembering them in prayer, but frequently I get a letter from a loved one saying that the one uh, of these suffering saints has gone on to be with the Lord. I especially remember a letter from a woman whose husband had suffered a great deal with cancer and then died. I had to take a second look at this thing. God doesn't always raise up a person from a bed of sickness. While some are healed, there are thousands today who are in hospitals, thousands lying on beds of pain. Do you know what the Lord did after healing me of cancer? He gave me gallstones trouble. It took a while for the doctor to even diagnose the problem, and I suffered a great deal. I think the Lord was saying to me, I'm going to give you a thorn in the flesh so you will keep your mouth shut. You boast too much about the way I moved in your behalf. I want you to remember that I do not always heal everyone. The ones who really suffer are the greatest saints. They are the ones who know what real flesh is. You don't know what it is to trust me in a time like this. The Lord put me flat on my back, and I have never suffered as I suffered at that time. Then the Lord sent me through a battle with hepatitis, and I want to tell you, I thought he was against me. I went to him and talked this thing over. It was at this time that he spoke to me from this chapter about the others who were slain by the sword, the others who suffer and who did it by faith. I always got mad at God whenever he would put me flat on my back and I was sick until one day somebody had given me a blanket and on it says, Be still and know I am God. Be still and know that I am God. It is Psalms 46, verse 10. And so he was showing me that what he wanted me to do is be still and know that I was God. I couldn't hear him in the activity of my life, but whenever I was there suffering in the quiet anguish of my bedroom in the bed, I could hear him more loudly and clearly. My friend, if you can walk up and give your testimony and tell how God has healed you, I could join you in that. Or if you can get up and say how successful you have been in business, I want to remind you that there are multitudes of God's saints today who are suffering. They are paying a tremendous price. Do you know how they are doing? They are doing it by faith. They have lots more faith than I have, and I think they are choicer saints than I am. I have humbled. I have been humbled by many a letter from some wonderful saints who are doing the work of God, tucked away in out of way places and suffering for their faith. The writer of the Hebrews is speaking of a company of people who lived by faith and simply called them others. I love that. I don't want you to forget the others who are today living by faith and dying by faith. The suffering has ended for many of them, and they have already gone into the presence of the Lord and will never have to die again. This passage means something to me that it didn't before, and I hope it means something new to you also. Well, we've come to the last